Go live.
I'm live. Whoa, magic! I'm here. I didn't post this anywhere. They're just gonna have to find out the hard way.
Live from New York. It's Saturday night.
Live from NYPD.
Oh no, God. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of Death to the False Emperor. I'm a rook, and I'm your DM. With me, we have a different looking cast today. We've got the man, the one who is totally not a dead robot. We have Dez. Say hi, Dez.
Hello, it's me, Dez. It is me.
And we also have Sapphire. Say hi, Sapphire.
Hey, still here, still dead.
Okay. All right, still hit. You're not dead. You're just crazy.
I mean, I will be.
And we are missing a Shayla and a Lucky. Lucky may arrive later. She had a family emergency. Our thoughts are with her. But we have a special guest. We have the one and only Pie Cat.
Hello.
Pie Cat.
Who has the cutest reactive image out of all of us?
I have known Pie Cat for a while. Her and I go way back. And I told her about this game, to which she said, "This sounds really cool." And I was like, "Hey, do you want to be an NPC in my game?"
I love being NPCs. It's my favorite thing to do.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or if that's like actually how you feel about characters.
Legitimately, I do. I love I love fulfilling a guest role because there's no like commitment, and I get to like be in a part of like a cool world briefly, and then I don't have to worry about it ever again.
Rook. Oh my god.
It's great.
Jesus Christ.
It's a reset. Calm down.
I don't care. It's still a sub in the first place. These are exactly common.
And I'm not online for you to do it to me.
He doesn't need to be online, genius.
Yeah, no.
Rook,
Pie Cat.
I
Really?
can't lie to you, man. 5? Jesus
really?
Christ, it's been 5 months. You kept resubbing to me?
Yes,
I hadn't streamed in like 3 fucking months.
Oh my god, calm
Wait,
down, you're my
wait,
friend. I brought you
Wait,
a coffee. It's hey! Children, focus! Oh my fucking god.
I didn't know you could sub while I'm offline. Now I'm scared.
I can also dono while you're offline.
Okay, that makes sense though, because I have a PayPal link down below there.
Yeah. No, if you ever
No.
Everyone who's watching this or watching the VOD, go over to Sapphire's channel and give her like
Shut
$5.
no.
We all
Fuck
bully
yeah.
Sapphire by giving her money. We know she loves it.
No!
She freaks out. It's great.
Dude,
Anyway,
I'm undeserving. I am
$10
worthless. I don't.
okay, all right. Are we ready to get started? We were starting super fucking late because we were hoping Lucky would make it, but it's fine. All right. So,
It is what it is.
I am going to go ahead and start exactly where we left off last session. Arlette, you have just like collapsed inside of the. Did you guys ever name your ship or figure out what its name was?
Not yet.
Okay. Circles that on.
Not yet, says Crone, who has literally sensually touched every corner of this ship already.
I don't think he has. I don't think he's at
Not
top.
essentially. I'm not that close to the ship yet.
Yeah. Oh my god. You just want me to give you a ship girlfriend. All right.
No.
Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, you collapse on the floor of the warbird. you're holding this like severed arm in your hands as the the aether props spool up and the craft starts to lift off the ground. You see the legionnaires that were pursuing you like through like a port hole in the side like break off and like open fire with their like bolt guns that has no effect on this vehicle. What do you do?
When you say she collapsed, are you just saying like she's just tired?
I don't know if you're sure. Like you're at the very least exhausted, if not severely injured, and you can't tell. Do with that what you will.
So in her mind, she quote unquote woke up and was being chased, right?
Yeah, you woke up and were you okay, so you were more or less aware of the entire thing. You were just helpless to stop what you were doing.
That's even worse.
Yes, you were so would you like me to would you like this is part of the reason I wanted to do a solo session for you. But we never got a chance to. You are completely aware of what you did, like everyone you killed on your little rampage, brought on by the sword and the blood god being angry at these people for trying to offer you kindness. What's going through your mind about this? Like, this was not a glorious fight. This was not like honorable combat. This was you murdering 5 civilians then running away. What do you do about it?
She will. I don't know. She's freaking crowd. She would just look to Crow and just hold the blade out, almost offeringly.
Yeah, you. Noah's told you to get to like the hangar when he saw Arla coming, and he's piloting the ship right now. Yeah, you're. What do you do? You've got...
She's still just like collapsed on the floor, standing there like with the arm in her hand still.
Yeah, she's holding a severed arm. She's covered in like mired in blood. Like the way okay, so there's like you've fought people that you don't bleed, but you've fought people that bleed before, and there's like a reasonable amount of blood you get on you during a fight, right?
This is not that.
This is not that.
This is fucking Carrie, is what it is.
Yeah, this is Carrie. This is like she was like standing near someone when they got turned into a red mist, and then that happened 4 more
times. Like a wet t-shirt contest with blood.
No, not that. Not that fun. Not that fun. Make a good impression on our guest, or she's never gonna come back.
Yes, not that fun as a wet t-shirt.
Or she will come back because she sees Arlette and think of her in a wet t-shirt.
I feel like.
Thank you.
I feel like, first off, I'm gonna just say this right now. I feel like Arlette is really into supportive bras, but that's just besides the point. I feel like that's just like a practical combat thing. I'm aware that she's like, oh, I'm hot giant barbarian lady, but I also feel like she's like, yeah, I don't want to get hit in the face while I'm fighting. Come on, guys.
Well,
gotta
I mean,
look
have an
down.
image of
it's
her.
not.
We all seen it.
Yeah, you do have an image, yeah.
Anyway, listen, I don't know.
But
Okay, so yeah, what do you do? What do you two do? She holds this sword out. to you.
she's holding the sword out to you, like offeringly, and just says like, "Destroy it. I may be dumb, but I ain't stupid."
How many blood tide points do you have?
Let me double check. Fuck! I didn't bring up her character sheet because I'm so smart. I'm so out of it. Bring it up now.
I believe you have 8. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure I'm at 8 also.
Okay. Crone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 10.
You're. Huh?
I'm at 10.
You're at 10. Ooh, hold on. What does 10 do? I have this
Yeah,
written
probably
down.
not.
Hold
That's
on.
probably why I went on this murderous rampage.
Shit.
Yeah, you have. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, you're okay. I'll tell you what this does later. But I can tell you what Crone sees. This like. So it's like a serrated like bronze sword, right? And you don't know how they got there, but it's definitely been riveted into Arlette's hand at the handle, like these nasty looking brass rivets.
Chrome just looks at her hand. He just walks up to her and just like, is she like standing up or is she like on the ground? So 1 second, that's important.
Up to Arlette.
Arlette?
That's why I asked
Are
you
you,
when
like-
you keep saying that she collapsed. Did she like collapse, or are you just saying she's exhausted? Because collapse entails that I fell to the ground.
Yeah, you're on the ground. Fuck it.
Alright, she's on the ground, kind of holding out the sword to me. I see the fucking rivets in her hand. First thing I thought is, what the fuck? He has no idea what's going on, except the fact that she's covered in blood. He realizes she made a stupid ass mistake. So, what he's gonna do is he's angry. Sorry, I'm narrating here. I apologize.
That's
He
fine.
walks up. I know.
This game is entirely narration. Why are you apologizing?
I'm more of a
for
first person. Sorry.
Please
He walks
continue.
up. I am. He walks up. He just like literally pushes her hand out of the way, and he just kind of like. He looks her dead in the eyes. I'm like, what? What did you do? What did you do? You know, like he grabs the severed arm out of her hand. He looks at it and he literally just like slaps her across the face with a severed arm and throws it behind him. It's like, what did you do?
Make an attack
5
roll,
minutes!
please. Make an attack roll, please. Make an unarmed attack roll, please.
Let's slapping her with another arm.
Yep, make an unarmed attack roll, please.
1 second. Oh shit. I have my sheet open real quick. Sheet. Unarmed. Where? I don't even remember how to do that. Because I only have weapons on here. Shit. Where is it? Sorry, I don't use Roll20. How do I do unarmed? I've never done that before.
Slash R 1d20.
I don't think it's automatically in there.
1d20. Oh wait, roll d20 and plus strength. Shit. Strength mod
Plus
is
strength
plus
plus
2.
proficiency because
That
plus
misses.
strength plus proficiency.
So yeah, you don't hit Arlette with the hand. It doesn't do anything.
So sad.
Arlette, you look down and you realize this thing is like bolted to your hand.
She's still offering it to him. And like, it isn't me. It's this thing. I said it. I'm dumb. I ain't stupid.
Well, you're stupid enough to think I could take it out of your hand. Look at it. Think.
You got the flashy stuff. Just, take a blade, flash it back on.
I tinker. I'm not a surgeon. If this thing makes you glow to a blood frenzy rage, I don't know what happens when I try to take it out of you.
It ain't in me. Well, okay, maybe it is partially in me, but it's not in me right now. Well, not in all of me. Just my hand.
So, like, as you two are kind of yelling, because I'm assuming that your voices carry in the, like, relatively echoey metal ship, from, like, the cockpit, Nolus, like, shouts back, "Okay, so we have a couple of options here. Would you like to talk about them, or would you like to keep yelling and scaring the small child that's sleeping?"
I'd rather deal with this first and get this fucking thing off of me.
Well, at the moment, you can deal with it. Nolus, what are our options?
Hold on. Crone, take the wheel, please.
He just starts jogging up, giving, like, Arla a stare as he just goes up to the cockpit.
Nolus goes back there and, like, is gonna, like, examine the hand as you all are flying. You're actually really close to, the boneyard. Let me roll a d4 to see how long this takes. Okay, you're like 3-ish hours away from the boneyard. Nolus comes over to you and, like, looks at it, looks at the, like, you know, the chaos artifact that you're holding, and it's, like, bonded with your hand. Just kind of looks at you and says, "I can get it off, but it's not going to feel good, and you're going to be below fighting strength for a while. You just need to know that going in."
I don't think that really matters. I mean, from this thing.
Okay. I'm gonna need to talk to one of the Mechanicum priests when we get there. She's a friend, I think she can help.
See, I told you could do it, machine stuff.
He like literally, like, he does like the shush where he puts his, like, finger directly over your lips. He's like, "Stop talking, okay? Deep breaths. I want you to stay in this hold. I want you to get rid of that arm."
Crows have it. I don't have it.
Okay, fucking motherfucker. Father, why have you done this to me? Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go talk to a friend. Y'all are gonna stay here. You're going to stay in this room, and you are going to not leave the hold, okay? I know no one here trusts me, but please trust me on this.
Hard.
What can I tell you to get you to, like, not freak out?
She just continues to stare.
You really, really are. Oh my god. Alright, fine. Okay. I'm gonna go get us to the place. Be good. He kind of, like, pats you on the head. Walks away.
As he starts walking away, that's when she finally speaks. You're the one who told me not to talk.
Oh my god, you are your father's daughter. It's frustrating, alright? And he like like walks to the fucking cabin. Yes. The man is just fucking like, oh my god, that is exactly what that fucking idiot would do. God damn it.
Listen, she's got some snark on her. She's got wisdom.
It's just fucking
Oh, sorry, charisma.
fucking Uncle Nolus talking to his brother, and his brother being just a fucking prick. So, yeah, the guy, so Nolus goes into the cockpit and, like, shuts the door so Arlette can't hear, and then looks at Crow and says, okay, so we need to get that away from her before the Inquisitor finds out.
Oh, Inquisitor, who would have fucking guessed?
Yeah, you know, when they're trained to, like, hunt down chaos magic users, that's probably a bad fucking sign, so...
Nolus looks at him deadpan. Sorry, he looks at Nolus deadpan for a second. Like, and just looks at himself and looks at Nolus and like, you waited to tell me this now?
Honestly, if it became a problem, I think I probably could have dealt with it. Z don't got shit on me, but it's fine. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the boneyard. We're gonna visit the chapel. We're gonna talk to the priestess there. And we're gonna see if we can get rid of that thing. The priestess might want payment, and we're gonna have to figure out how to do that. Maybe we can give her the tainted chaos artifact and she'll like be excited. I don't know. Machine priests, they're little, like kind of like waves his finger. It's like, woo, spooky.
Can it be broken?
What do you mean, can it be broken?
It can be broken, disassembled, reused, shattered.
I don't fucking know. I'm not an artificer. You're welcome to go take a look at it. I don't recommend you get too close. But
I've seen what can done to her clearly. I'm not talking about using it myself. Let's say, you know, one of our old employer's friends happens to find that thing and loses his mind.
Do you really want to make someone who is an amoral psychopathic murderer that's totally willing to hire a bunch of random strangers to kill a god and then destroy them in an aerial bombardment, a weapon that is going to make him even more psychotic and more murdery?
But I give it to him. Give it to someone he knows, have them kill a lot of people around, and just do a little bit of the work headway for us.
That feels incredibly messy, and we're not going to do that. Or if you decide to do that, don't tell me about it, okay?
Fair enough. Thought it was a good idea. Potential.
It's not a terrible idea. My sister would love it, but it's a little too high collateral for me. All right.
Well, backup plan. Waves it off.
Yep. All right, so I think he just sighs of this because now you two are like sitting in the cockpit together. And he just like reaches forward, he just like turns on the radio and is just not planning to talk for the rest of the trip. Just like puts on fucking like weird like rock music and it's just gonna fly on through the fucking chaos clouds.
Crone swaps it to lo-fi.
Lo-fi beats the study too. Arlette shows up for 5 seconds if it changes to jazz.
Helmet, and he's just gonna be like, no, I'm not dealing with this today. I'm gonna put on my helmet, I'm gonna call my brothers and sisters, and we're gonna talk about this shit.
Ella just popped up for 5 seconds to change it to
Fucking
jazz.
Snickers. Trying to make the light of anything with like a bloodthirsty Goliath in the fucking back of their ship.
It's not bloodthirsty, it's just the sword, it's fine.
Yeah.
Alright. Yet. Yeah, it's fine. I've killed blood wolves before, it's fine.
That
Alright.
wasn't okay. That wasn't sorry.
Alright, so, hi, cat.
Hello?
When the camera settles on, I'll look at your character's name again to make sure I say the entire thing.
You don't have to say the entire
Galuganon.
thing.
When the camera falls upon Yarrow, what are Yarrow's pronouns? He, she, they, them?
Mostly she, whatever.
She. They're what is gender to the machine god?
Truthfully.
So where is she when the camera finds her? What is she doing?
I believe she is tending to the metallic gardens that are behind the chapel.
Yeah, so these beautiful so you're like pruning, polishing these like beautiful like filigree plants that are like look like they're made of like living silver.
Pruning, polishing, harvesting.
Yeah,
They are
course.
for parts as much as for looks.
Yeah. I mean, they're a valuable resource.
Yes.
They're a valuable resource. And
One of
it's
the many gifts that the machine god gives us.
one of the many gifts. I think one of your like underlings is like very much like struggling to I mean part of tending a garden is like pruning the weeds. I think one of your underlings is a one of the plants that's grown incorrectly is not the right word because machines do not know imperfection. It has failed to yield the results necessary and must be pruned back to make way for better crops. And they're just having a hard time. This person is just having a hard time doing it. What is your thoughts on someone who like struggles in their duties?
My child. And she approaches this acolyte, I suppose.
Acolyte, yeah.
Yes. She reaches into her robes, and pulls out a small, I guess it doesn't look mechanical. It's too smooth and perfect. It doesn't look like it has any moving parts within.
Mm-hmm.
And hands it and reaches out towards the acolyte. And says,
he looks at it from under his hood and like reaches out with his like he recently had his hands replaced, so he's got these very very crude he made them himself, but they are not anything like what you were given by the Gideon. He like reaches out with these like very crude fingers and like as if to take this offering that you're handing him.
And she reaches out and she grabs one of those new hands and pushes it against the device. And from almost invisible seams, these tendrils that are half alive and half metallic, almost mercurial, come spiraling out and whip around his crude fingers, and begin working their way into the metal, into the flesh. And she holds the hand there, attached to the device.
I think he like reacts. I mean, if you want like a semblance of what the reaction is, when Paul puts his hand inside of the box in the Dune movie, it's like that, where he like does not remove his hand, he does not cry out, but it is painful.
Yes.
As these tendrils like eat into his flesh.
Yes. Good. Good. In order to fully honor the machine god, we must take improvement as it comes, no matter what form that might take. And the metal worms its way into his hand and begins to reconstruct it. And new metallic growth comes from the joints and comes from the straight pins and improves on the design.
Yeah. I think when you finally remove the device, he like kind of like crumples as because it's like, you know, it had to get the material from somewhere. It was pulling the metal out of his body, you know, the iron out of his blood, and the everything, the like sinew and muscle was like cannibalized to make the machine. As all of your augmentations were made the same way.
Yes.
Through sacrificing the resource of your flesh, you gain the certainty of steel.
Yes.
And his hand, he looks at this now improved design with its, you know, its fine edges and precise joins. And he has so much more dexterity. He marvels at it before looking at you and saying, "Thank you. Thank you." He just begins to weep at the perfection that is now his hand.
And she smiles and continues pruning the garden.
It's not long before over the desert, over the flat desert plain, you hear the boom of engines as an airship bearing the colors of a World Serpent Legion vessel lands near the chapel. You were not informed that anyone of that legion was coming, but you've dealt with World Serpents before, and they are I think even you might struggle to find a polite word for it, even though you are very good at not offending people when you want to be. They don't like doing what is expected. They prize unpredictability and uncertainty in all things. You know, some of the more stringent Imperials have even called them heretical for this belief. But you know them, the machine god cares not. A machine that does not work in a way that is understood is just not understood enough yet. You can always learn.
Of course.
And you see the craft land, and out of it. So we're gonna cut back inside. Do you go to meet this craft, or do you continue with your duties?
I think I go to meet it. I am the representative of this cathedral, after all.
Mm-hmm. So as you walk towards this cathedral, we finally get the slow zoom drone shot of the boneyard. This massive, sprawling complex of machines that look just a little bit too organic for a modern viewer to think them as machines. They're these hulking skeletons of long dead engines, you know, the cathedral itself is contained within the massive rib cage of one of these machines. As the ship lands, we're gonna cut back inside. Crone, you see Nolus. You see Nolus say to you, "Stay on the wheel. If I put my hands up, take off."
Just looks at him and says, will do. But I already like it here. He has a little smile on his face looking out the windows.
Yeah, the reborn Warforged artificer definitely likes it here. He says out of character. I think Noah smiles and says, I'm sure the revered would love to talk to you ad infinitum about the machine god and his wonders, but I'm gonna see if we can get that sword taken care of before we do anything else.
Good. Don't mess up negotiations like she would. Gives him a little smile. Referring to Arlette.
He kind of like rubs his stubble and like just sort of leans over and like punches you just like a little bit too hard. Just like kind of like not like a hey, that's funny. He's more like a hey, fuck you. and then
promptly remember you're punching stone.
He doesn't seem to care.
Fair enough.
You get the feeling he's punched harder things. He's also wearing his gauntlets. He's also wearing his gauntlets.
A little shoulder shake. It's like, all right, yeah, so let's see how it is.
All right.
Not saying that, but like,
be fucking good, okay? And then he gets in. He like.
Oh, never
goes
not.
back. He like goes back. Arlette, you see this. He walks up to the like door to the sleeping quarters and proceeds to lock it from the outside. So that, for reasons that you aren't quite sure, but you can probably hazard a guess, he locks it from the outside, and then he turns to you and he says, "Okay, Arlette, we have some ground rules to go over here, okay?
Do those only work on the ground, or do they work when we're on here?"
He just pinches the bridge of his nose. Like, oh my fucking god. Here's what's gonna happen.
I'll admit that one I was just fucking with you.
I know you were. Fuck you. Alright. I don't get paid enough for this. Okay. When we go to the machine god, it's very important that you don't break anything and you don't take anything. Okay? They're very sensitive about people taking things from here. And they're also very sensitive about people breaking stuff because everything here is sacred. Okay?
Sure,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure everyone finds their house sacred too, but
This is not their house. This is a fucking religious site. We are going to a cathedral of the machine gods. This is literally the graveyard of their gods. Like, if you fuck with shit here, the entire priesthood of the Mechanicum could come after us.
she just raises her hand that has the sword bolted on it, just points at it, just goes like, "And I ain't going anywhere. Like I said, I'm stupid. No, I'm dumb. I ain't stupid."
There you go. So what he is going to do, he's going to set he like gets like, it's like fabric of some kind. It's like canvas. It's like a tarp that would like go over like crates of supplies. And he proceeds to wrap it around the sword in your arm, and he says, "Hold that like you're carrying it, not like it's attached to your hand, please."
kind of hesitantly does so, but she still looks at me like, this doesn't change. It's there. I didn't
If you-
do anything like that because I wanted to, right?
I know you didn't. I know how this kind of stuff works. If it would have been another Chaos God, your hand might have just grown around it, but the Blood God likes industrial shit. It's fine. Alright. Here we go. And he like drops the game plank and you proceed to walk out. He proceeds to walk out of the hold. Yarrow, what does your, like, can you describe what they see when they exit the craft?
Of course. Let me just bring up the picture of the character that I have on hand. Definitely right next to me.
Would you like me to like place your token so that they can like see your masked face?
Oh no, it's okay. I'm looking for the image that I had.
Yeah,
Which
the
I
one
I
without your mask on.
Oh yeah,
So
I
you're-
know, but I need it for the robe. I need it for the robe.
Okay.
Jesus, that's huge. I'm not that big, I promise. I'm just a normal human. Or at least normally human sized. I definitely downloaded this image in preparation for this session.
What is
Oh, there it is.
what is the blow it up? It's Control plus, Control Shift,
Control Z.
Control Z. It's not Control Z. It's Shift.
Shift Z then.
Okay.
Shift Z.
There you go, Shift Z.
Ooh,
Holy
cool.
mother!
That's very cool. All right,
What?
so
Oh, you have the little painting ring. That's cool.
Hmm?
Pokemon.
Oh, my
So-
connection server.
I'm the only Pokemon nerd here. I know. I'm a loser. I know. I get it.
I'm sorry. I feel like all of us have probably played Pokemon at some point.
I'm so sorry to inform you. I've only played like Pokemon Rangers.
That's exactly
Pokemon
why I
Rangers is
knew that was the
awesome,
case.
though.
Yeah, it was like it's the only Pokemon game I played like in my DS that one time. It was
Yeah,
fun.
but
It
I was
just
only
like,
Gen
just
1
start-
through
Hi,
3.
Kat. Have you ever played Pokemon?
I have never played Pokemon in my life.
Oh my
think
god,
I
you're
was
so
alone.
Yeah,
young.
exactly. Don't presume. I'm the loser here. I know this.
I'm not
Listen-
young. I re-ran Metroid Fusion on my little DS, like little well, not my DS, sorry, the Game Boy, like color that was a little square box. I beat that game like 30 times. Okay, that was the
Remember-
shit.
As a kid.
Literally, I played games as
What
long
did
as
you-
I
what
can
did you-
remember.
What did you say, Pycat?
I said I just didn't play games as a kid.
What do I feel like? I'm trying to imagine childhood Pycat. And
Yeah.
I'm imagining. Were you like a tomboy?
I don't
like-
know. I was just uncool.
Were you like going to the creek hunting frogs, or were you
No,
like?
I was not an outdoorsy kid. I was
Oh.
I was the library kid.
Oh, you were the library. Oh,
Yeah.
That's incredibly.
That-
That's funny.
I mean, it explains a lot, doesn't it?
It really does. but
Okay. Anyway,
For those of you that didn't know, Pycat is the undisputed queen of science.
oh my
and
god.
anyone who tells you otherwise is lying.
Well, I'm the undisputed queen in Pokemon in One Piece, so shows you.
Hell
I have
yeah.
I have a TI-84 on my desk.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, do y'all want to see all the shit on my desk? I'm in project
Look,
mode. It's like
I have a TI-84 and a handmade spear, not even an inch from one another on my desk.
That's so sick. That's so
I have a-
sick.
I have a hobby saw and like a bunch of minis that I'm
can't
like,
call it
in the
spearhead.
process of painting.
It's
not a
just a
spear.
spearhead.
My my TI-89 titanium is in my drawer.
I need to find my TI-89. I think I
Look,
gave it
I'm
to
just
my
saying
sister.
this spearhead was made from like the suspension metal on a bridge.
That's so sick.
It
That's
took
so
so
sick.
long to melt. Oh my god, it took so
I
long.
don't even want to
Ugh.
know what the hell's in my drawer at this point. There's so much crap. So much electronic shit.
Thank you. For
And then I have a
clarifying.
tiny
All
pet
right.
planter plant with no dirt, a stick of wood, and I pinned a Hollow Knight thing on it.
Cute.
All right, so tell us what we see.
Right, sorry. Okay, so there's this humanoid figure, right? Um,
Right?
and she has these very ornate white and red robes on, that are trimmed with gold fabric. And if you look close enough, you can see that the gold itself is moving. It's like little motherboard-esque lines that are shifting along the fabric. And she has very ornate headpiece on, and a smooth metallic mask over her face, that shows no features. It's just mirror finish metal. And she stands. I suppose the ship is just landing. They're not out yet. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
they're not out yet. The gangplank is about to drop.
Right. So she stands in front of where the gangplank would be, and just looks up and surveys the ship.
Mm-hmm. It is a proud machine. It is. I think you can even kind of feel its spirit. It's bored. It wants to fight, and it's just been traveling in peace. It's like a predator that has not gotten enough exercise.
I see.
But it is well maintained and well taken care of.
I see. It's been pampered.
It's being pampered, but it's not being allowed to do what it was built to do.
I see.
Maybe there is some tragedy in that, but not everything is built to. Not everything ends up doing what it is built to do. Is you know.
Yes, there is beauty in redundancy.
Is a chair that was never sat in not a chair?
Of course not.
Of course not. The action does not prescribe the thing. This is still a
Yes.
proud warcraft. Worship.
Of
If
course.
it's never felt the softness of that ass, it doesn't know how to live.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome to dealing with VTubers.
Hey,
Fun.
bitch, that's
Having a
just
good
me in general. Don't try to put that VTubing thing on me. I ain't Ubu streamer.
Listen. If y'all want to lose some brain cells and some faith in humanity, go on VTuber.
Just listen to me.
Go on VTuber Twitter for about 20 minutes.
Oh my god, I just Twitter in general for VTubers, yes. I can't barely open the app anymore.
Yeah, it's just like 90% thirst.
It's like it's not even that. It's just enjoy it. Have fun with it.
Yeah, no. Anyway, we're not trying.
You're
to
not going down that
Twitter.
rabbit hole. It's D&D.
Yeah. Anyway,
No
Yeah.
Twitter rabbit holes.
D&D Twitter is great until you deal with rules lawyers, and it's fine. All right. So yeah, the ship is proud. It's strong, but it is bored.
Oh, ignore that. Sorry.
Crone stabs something with a spear.
Just stab the fucking shit.
Crow just backstabs our left for no
Can
reason.
I get a perception check from you, Yarrow?
Oh, from me?
Yes, please.
Okay. You may call me Glia. Or
Glia.
Reverend Glia.
Reverend Glia.
Okay. One moment.
Yarrow was
perception
just the
check?
word I definitely knew how to pronounce.
I see.
Yes, a perception check. If it is not on your sheet, just because you have a different looking sheet, just roll wisdom.
Okay. Seems good. Do I have any actual perception? I don't think so. Okay, cool.
Nope.
Nope. Goodness gracious.
Nope. Goodness gracious.
I'm too focused on this poor warship.
Yeah. So when the gangplank drops, you see a rather strange sight. You see a legionnaire. He's wearing the the like aqua green and silver of his legion, and he does not have his face covered, and you can see he looks like every other legionnaire of the world serpents you have ever met. They all have the same face. And standing beside him is a very, very tall. I mean, you're not a biologist. I don't know if you could identify her species at a glance. Woman with gray skin. She's holding a bundle, very awkwardly, but appears to be like carrying it towards you. The legionnaire bows and then speaks and says, is it revered or reverend?
Reverend.
Reverend, greetings. I am Nullus. That is the name that they all have. He's not telling you anything you don't already know.
Of course.
And he says, we come seeking asylum and aid on a divine mission from the Emperor.
Welcome, weary travelers. I am the Reverend Glia Yarrow. You may call me Reverend Glia, or you may call me Teacher, whichever you prefer. Please, come in. This is hallowed ground. You will find no harm will come to you here.
He looks at you. Sapphire, what are you doing? What's your
I mean, she's just
expression?
She's just walking around, but at the same time, she'd be just looking so both confused and astonished at the same time. Like, I don't fucking understand any of what the fuck this shit is, but it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah. The boneyard is a sight to behold.
It's so
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I feel like Glia totally notices the wonder of this woman.
Mm.
It's like a 4-year-old walking into a rocket ship where it's like, this is so cool. What the fuck is any of this?
You're like going in. You're like surrounded by these machines that are massive. They're bigger than your ship, most of them. Nullus signals Dez that he can like come out. With their prearranged signal that we totally came up with.
Yeah. my Linky, my robot just walks
Dopey
down.
little avatar.
Yeah, dopey little avatar.
He just glides down with those little wings. What's up, bitches?
Crone, would you like to describe what you look like?
So, Crone kind of steps out of the ship, looking over. He's just looking at he's looking at everything. He's kind of shifting around, and just his body is like really like clearly like aged and like crumbled, but you can see like rivets and like parts of like where he's tinkered with his own body. Like there's stone that has like crumbled and fallen apart, but also been stitched back together.
Mm-hmm.
And just that red like flow of like magic just kind of flowing through his body and like piercing his eyes, just like glaring and just shining up as he looks at everything around him in awe. Like like not in like complete disbelief, more it's like I don't know if I'll ever have the skill to touch any of these things. He's looking at it more in like astonishment of what they have, like others have created. What is there?
Glia,
Yes.
as you look at this this figure that is approaching, you are immediately struck by a couple of things.
By this
First,
figure, you mean Crone?
by Crone,
Yes.
Crone.
Okay.
You are struck by Crone is a construct.
Yes.
And while he is stitched together crudely with unreliable magic, you can see that he is, at his core, a child of the machine god, like through and through.
Oh shit. Okay.
You, as a matter of fact, you have seen things like him, inert, sleeping, possibly dead, interred within the boneyard. These man-sized warriors that would have fought at the feet of Gideon. Maybe even Gideon has told you of them, of these strange human-sized machines that would fight without fear when mortals would flee in terror.
Hmm.
And what you are looking at is someone who is made of the bones of one of those machines.
I see. I see.
Do with that information what you will.
I will.
Awesome.
I will. I will nod at Nullus and say, Legionnaire, you have brought with you interesting guests. Please come with me. And she will turn around and it almost looks like she's just floating as she walks towards the entrance of the great cathedral, which is a wound in the side of a great creature machine.
Hell yes. I think that's probably a good place to take a little break. Why doesn't everybody, we go to a quick little break, use the bathroom, get a drink, think about what you want to do next, and we'll continue from here.
Cool.
Right.
Destroy the
I
temple.
swapped the loading screen real quick. Let's go.
I feel like I'm having to do an inordinate amount of talking because we have so few players.
I can talk more if you like.
No, it's totally fine. Like, talk as much as you like, as little as you like. It's fine. I just don't want you all to think that I'm like playing for you, I guess, is what I'm.
Man, DM tells me to shut the fuck up, and now he wants me to talk. The fuck? Make up your mind.
I mean, DM didn't tell you to shut the fuck up. Nolus told you to shut the fuck up. You can ignore Nolus.
Are we still streaming right now?
I paused.
You paused? Okay, cool.
Huh. I'll pause recording then.
My mic's still off. My mic's now on. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. We are back. We are going to resume in media res. Hold on.
Those were words.
Oh
wait, what the fuck?
That's just died.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Apparently, I don't know when, my Twitch opened up in the background somehow and then started playing. It's fucking up. Sorry. I don't know why.
Rest in peace.
Twitch
You've been
opened on my
reverb this
PC.
whole time.
I heard everything like an echo 30 times over. There's no
Okay.
way that's been happening this whole time. Absolutely not.
So let's okay. So Glia,
Yes.
tell us what the inside of the cathedral looks like. I'm assuming that's where you're taking them.
Yes, I am. I'm taking them to the main like entrance kind of area.
Yeah,
The place where the guests.
The Great Hall. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, the Great Hall. That's a good name for it. And you know those
If we
like
really
Gothic...
wanted to be if we really wanted to be creepy with it, we could describe it as like like a literal like organ cluster, but I don't know enough about biology to do a good job of that.
Well,
You're in.
I mean,
Looks at Pycat expectantly.
it's
Am I
not.
the only
It's
one
not.
who heard orgy cluster?
No.
Organ.
It's not that kind of church. Oh my god, it's not that
Okay.
kind
I
of
will-
church.
Okay.
I
Anyway.
will fall back in my corner.
You know, like Gothic cathedrals, how they have all those gorgeous, gorgeous arches. Well, this cathedral has much the same, except the arches are made of bone and metal. It's like a big rib cage that we have walked into. Um, a rib cage that is supplemented with thick bundles of wire that could be musculature, but it also could just be cabling. Um, that weave in and out and all around the ceiling and around the edges of the floor. And she brings you forward, and there's like some benches and some things and like tables of meager offerings of food, things like that. And she gestures for you to sit and rest and let the glory of the great machinations of the endless god mind wash over you.
The Nolus sort of bows and says, thank you for your hospitality, teacher. We my companion here might be in need of your expertise with biomancy or biomechanomancy. He's not exactly sure what to call it, but you know what he's asking. He's like, "Hey, my friend has a problem with their body. Can you like remove it and replace it with metal?" Which
Of
is
course.
is what he's asking.
I mean, it's what I do.
It's kind of my shtick.
Yeah, it's my party trick.
Yeah, no. Hey, you know
Why?
what
It's your name is
really,
metal.
you know what really blows people away at parties? Me replacing some guy's arm with
It's
metal.
so sick.
I would probably trick that make me lose my hand. That's for sure.
As
Yes, he's
as he's
very
like
good
not
trick.
ready
Just
for
takes
it,
out
and
a
he's like
glaive.
screaming. Yeah.
Yeah, I like wink at some other person in the corner, like, yeah.
It's weird. I
Yeah.
technically have a party trick. I could make my hand ice in a non-joking way.
Shit.
I don't even want to know.
All right.
So
Yeah, okay. Back to the action.
back to the action. Arlette, Nolus sort of like motions for you to walk forward.
She like
Clea steps forward.
nervous
as
and
well.
does so.
Clea steps forward and gives this woman a once over. Has she been introduced to me at all?
No.
No. Okay, what's your name, child?
I'm not that young.
And nor am I. Please, what is your name?
What? I mean, I'd shake your hand, but I'm
Arlette,
holding on to something.
let me see what the problem is.
She
Do
gives
you-
a quick glance to Nolus before kind of like shrugging her
Nolus
like.
has put his helmet on and he just kind of like nods at you. Like, it's okay. Yeah, he's like taking his helmet off his side and he's like put it on and like closed the visor.
God.
So there's just this like faceless legionnaire just be like, okay, I'm ready if things go bad.
She'll just
Again,
take
totally
off the...
normal for these idiots. These fucking world serpent weirdos are all stupid paranoid all the damn time. It's so tedious.
That she's just gonna take off the covering to show the blade that's apparently now suddenly bolted onto her fucking hand.
Okay, Des?
Did Des just
That
pass
does
away?
apply.
I scratched the shit out of me.
What scared the shit out of you? What scared the shit out of you?
Okay. While
Doge.
While he's
This is
dealing
gonna
with
tackle by a
that,
Doge.
while he's dealing with that, we'll just go into what you see.
This is clearly a chaos artifact.
Oh, hell yes. So what you are looking at is a very crudely made and by crude, okay, crude is not the right word. This sword is clearly going to be very good at two things, and that is causing a ton of damage when it hits something and making a very, very big mess when it does. It is like wide, thick. You could probably like this for made of like something made of bronze or looking to be made of bronze. It's clearly been like suffused with chaos magic, so it's not really bronze anymore. Like you could easily split logs with this thing, but you get the feeling whoever made it would not be happy about that. And you can see the runes carved, like etched into it with acid. This is an artifact of the blood god, who values, the spilling of blood, as would befit the creator of such a weapon. It is a horrible, horrible tool.
Of course.
And you know that when people pick these things up, they don't usually just pick them up. They're usually given them. Especially by the blood god. The blood god likes to reward people who have impressed him by presenting him with these boons that they make you much better at fighting, but they make you incapable of almost anything else if allowed to fester.
I see.
What is your reaction? Like, obviously you have this like blank faceplate, but is there any like nonverbal cues that you give off?
Yes, I think so. I think what happens is she reaches out with gloved hands and clasps Arlette's hand. One hand of hers goes on the bottom, and then the other one goes on top where the sword is, presumably.
Mm-hmm.
And she sighs and bows her head, and then says, Arlette, why have you brought this foul thing into this place?
She points her free hand to Nolas. He told me to do it.
I see.
And you hear through the speaker grill of his helmet. We knew that only the machine god would have the power to fix this now that the Emperor is dead.
Is that flattery?
That is honesty, teacher.
I see. It is true that
Okay,
we can fix
I'm
this.
kind of holding back on this question a little bit. When you say fix that, you're gonna do me like some of the other people around here walking with the whole like metal part things.
I think Nolas actually like slaps you on the back of the head. Like I think Nolas is actually like, shut the fuck up.
Why? It look awesome.
You would be so. Sorry, what did you say?
I would look so damn hot with a metal arm.
Okay, yep. Never mind. Just remember that you would be given. I was going to remind you that you would be given a glorious gift from the machine god, but you seem to already know that. Teacher, I apologize for my interruption. Forgive my insolence.
Everyone gets a cool metal arm. I want a cool metal arm. Am I getting a cool metal arm?
Please, there's no need for this pleasantry. and she takes a device from within her robes. I warn you, and I will warn you only this once. This cannot be undone. It will be painful, but you will be more whole for it.
Ominous. I love it.
I was gonna say, you see, like, the gears turning in Arlette's head before the steam just comes out of her fucking ears. It's like, wait, I'm gonna be made better, but I won't be whole, because you'll take something of me and make me whole. And you just see the loop just constantly going in her head of just like, what?
You realize you wrote a program that tries to like confirm based on itself, and it's like
God.
failing. Yeah. Oh
She-
no.
She brings one of her hands up onto Arlette's shoulder, and says, "We are all but vessels, through which the flame of the machine god may flow. That is our purpose. That is what makes us whole."
Insight checks all around. Insight checks all around.
The DM called for it.
Yeah, insight checks all around.
Hey, I'm an NPC.
Oh my god, I had to restart my thing real fast.
No.
I have to
You are
re-
allowed-
I have
did
to
this-
refresh
this-
all the settings.
Ah!
Holy shit!
Natural 20!
Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
One second, I'm trying to
Arlette.
find it.
You can kind of see out of the corner of your eye. Crow can't get anything.
Yeah, who would have guessed?
Arlette, you
Succeed
can
like
kind of
3
see out of
rolls.
the corner of your eye, like it's almost imperceptible, but Nolis like tenses at that expression. Like he is clearly uncomfortable with something she has just said, but he is not gonna say it because we need help. And she's probably the only one who can do what needs to be done right now.
Piss off the priest.
Don't piss off the priest.
You're not just a box of gears.
And
What do you?
so I think the Reverend takes out the device and just hovers it over Arlette's hand and says, "Will you take this gift?"
Is that my middle arm?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. She just sticks her arm out with the plate.
That is such an understatement of what that is. It's amazing.
Very well.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about how this process is going to work. It is not going to happen all at once.
Yes, sir.
It is not going to happen all at once. It is going to take time, and it's going to be very, very painful. Arlette, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw at
Saw that coming.
disadvantage. Because the sword is not gonna like.
Wow!
Fuck.
Shit.
Shit.
Listen, if she's good with something, she's good at taking the hits.
Okay.
The masochist.
So, do you Reverend, do you remove the sword first, or do you just let the machine go to work?
I believe what I am imagining is the machine will go to work and it will reject the sword.
I believe that is correct. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. Can you paint us a word picture here, my glorious reverend. What does Arlette see and what does Arlette feel?
Besides pain and agony.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mostly pain and agony, TBH.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Oh boy, let me see. I think what happens is, uh, this device, just like we saw before, it sprouts these tendrils that are part flesh and part metal, and they burrow into skin. Um, and so now this device is stuck firmly, stuck just as firmly to Arlette's hand as the sword would be. Um, and you can see, you know, in that clip, the Nano Machine Sun clip,
Mm.
where like
Mhm.
where, like
Nano machine, son.
where like the like
You have
very
no
dark,
idea how many times that clip has been referenced on this stream by Kat.
very dark metallic veins start to pop up and twist around Arlette's arm,
Mm-hmm.
and up to about I would say her elbow. And they twist and turn and writhe under her skin. Um, as to what Arlette feels, I mean, there is no anesthetic here.
There is not. This
it
is
this is a very I don't want to say like the word I'm reaching for here is like real. It's very like it's
invasive.
that you experience fully.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, what's happening is
This
these
this
machines
sensation is part
are
of the process.
you're being gray gooed is basically what's happening is these machines are consuming your biomass and then converting them into machine parts.
Much more complicated skin
Right.
graft.
yeah.
Yeah, no, this fucking hurts.
Yeah, I think
eh,
you might be able to see the visions actually. Um, I think
yeah.
Rook,
Does she start
you can narrate that as much as you like.
yeah, does she start having like a fucking god machine trip?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
My neck shrooms? No way.
So I think even with a 20, like I don't know if Arlette because like this stuff is basically consuming your arm to rebuild it. It's not just your hand; it's doing the whole arm. For reasons that you don't quite understand, Glia. But the machine knows what it needs to do, and I think you maybe expected it to take just the hand or like a small portion of the arm. It's the machine. The machine is doing the whole arm, and it looks like when it's done, it might keep going. Like it is ripping out the corruption that has permeated her.
Of course. Who am I to stop it?
Who are you to stop it? It is a process that must happen.
Yeah.
I mean, Arlette, with a 20, you can kind of tell me how Arlette's reacting. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be able to like
No, she's not. She's not.
engage with a scene. But are you like on the floor screaming? Are you like that one
Have you
acolyte we
seen
saw?
Endgame?
You cut off.
Sorry?
Have you seen Endgame?
Yes.
She's basically the Hulk when he snaps the gauntlet.
Hmm.
Where it's like very clearly she is maintaining it and she's keeping like mental fortitude, but all of that is going into the fucking pain and agony that is her arm.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well she struggles. I'm sure some acolytes have brought out like a was it because of course surgeries are done in the Great Hall all the time. I'm sure they've brought out like a bed of some kind for her to lay down upon so that she does not fall over in pain and hurt herself even worse. As you know,
Of course.
flesh is weak.
Of course.
But you have a moment to speak to the other oddity you have been presented with today.
Yes. Child of Gideon. Why have you returned here?
That
Crown-
means nothing to you.
Yeah, like literally nothing. Crown's is she looking at me?
Yeah, you.
Crown looks over at her, it's like, excuse me? I know not of what you speak.
I see. Your mind has wandered far, but your body has returned. Come, I must show you something. And I don't want to split the party. I'm so sorry. I do want to.
Please do. Please do.
Sick.
You're an NPC, and I would totally split the party here.
There's only two.
You're an NPC trying to kill us off one by one. I understand. Do it.
Yeah, no, it's
Mech
fine.
priest assassination.
Yeah, nah, the fucking rust stalkers like jump out of the freaking walls.
Yep.
Like, with their fucking
little
swords grafted onto their
scrappers from
arms.
Star Wars come out.
Mm-hmm. Buzz droids.
Okay, I'm going to bring him to where the rest of his brethren lay. I believe.
Sure. Yeah, that is actually an area that was not open to the air. Some
fine.
of the larger machines were like laid to rest. Obviously, very orderly, but they were laid to rest. And were not able to be like concealed within the building. His brethren would have been interred within these almost barracks like structures where they're just alcoves. Have you ever seen like a coffin hotel, like a Japanese coffin hotel? They're like that, but like full of robot bodies that have like fossilized.
Cool.
I'm gonna Google that. Japanese coffin hotel.
It's essentially you literally just sleep in a fucking cube. Or rectangle, I guess, in that case.
These, yes. Okay.
Interesting.
It's like, I think,
I wanted to
like
feel like I was in a
250 yen
cargo
a
hold.
night. Yeah.
It's kind
Like, you sleep for like 250 yen a night, but that's all you get.
all right. Cool.
Yep, sure. Okay.
I think as we're walking on the way, she notices something on one of the walls, and it's actually the lack of something. She walks up to what was probably once like a candle stand, and in fact you can see more of them lining the walls further down. And she tisks a little bit because it's not there. It's not where it's supposed to be. And then
Did you bring any of your acolytes with you, or are you on your own?
I'm on my own.
Okay.
Yes. And I will bring you deeper in to the heart, closer to the heart of the machine god, I think.
Crone, give me a perception check, please.
Will do. My sheet wasn't up. Had to restart a few times. It's told me to remake my entire sheet.
Oh my god.
That's terrified me.
Okay.
Okay. With the 14, you as you walk past the missing candelabra, you hear also these are totally on like Jean Cocteau arms, right?
They're on what?
Jean Cocteau arms. Oh my god, hold on.
Zoom tight.
This is gonna be like a send in general chat sort of thing.
Jean Cocteau.
Oof. My brain translated to John Cocktail. I don't.
Jean
Yeah, that's what
Cocteau.
I got in my head right now, but I know that's not right.
I'm sorry. I'm making.
Oh.
You're all good.
Huh?
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
The Jean Cocteau arms.
Yes.
I don't.
Here, let me grab a picture real quick. Whoops, that's not
I
the
wouldn't
right.
even know how to spell that. It's like
So in Jean Cocteau's version of the Phantom of the Opera,
There. Look.
loading. Oh,
yeah, they're like actual fucking
Oh, so they're like-
arms.
oh, for fuck's sake.
That's
2
so sick.
seconds. I got a phone call I must answer.
Yeah,
A few
so
seconds.
so that's from Phantom of the Opera. That's from one of the original Phantom of the Operas. And those were like actual people's arms they painted to look silver and black and white. And they would fucking move, which was the cool part of the thing. And if you actually watch the Andrew Lloyd Webber version, there are Jean Cocteau arms that show up. And they're like a thing that gets referenced in cinema a lot. They're super cool.
Extremely good. And yeah, they are. There's just an arm that is hanging limp because it has nothing in it.
Yeah. I'll continue the scene when Des gets back.
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm here.
So you hear like a skitter, like multiple feet running very quickly on metal behind you in the darkness as you pass after you step past this this arm that is missing its candles. What do you do?
I turn around and quickly look.
Okay, so running down the hallway, you see a figure. It's kind of got like you can't really see particularly well in the dark. It's small. It has like massive fucking ears, just like huge ones, and it seems to be clutching this this candelabra.
What?
There's a creature holding the candle.
Okay. Like, you said
You saw the candelabra. You're looking at the thief. What do you do?
Miss, I found your problem. And he like turns around and just like points at that thing, not make any too sudden movements as to not scare it.
Do I know what this is?
It's fucking goblins.
It's fucking goblins, vermin.
Yeah, you have so many problems with fucking goblins. Like to steal your shit and to make shiny little trinkets out of it, and they never take anything that matters. They just take stuff that's inconvenient. What do you do?
Oh my god.
I really want you to just like multi-shot Eldritch Blast this.
Yeah, I'm looking through my spells. I'm looking through my spells.
Fucking smite.
Let's see here. Oh shit. I think I will use. This is sufficiently fucked up, I think.
Yeah, it's sufficiently fucked up.
Yeah, let me just double check how this works.
Is it Arms of Hadar?
That was one of the things that I was thinking about. Oh no, okay. Yeah, no, this doesn't work the way I thought it did. Okay, yeah, it's definitely Arms of Hadar.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
Okay. Let's see. Do I don't have to roll anything, do I?
Just happens, and then
It just happens. Everybody.
you click the
And
button.
they need strength saving throws, I believe.
Yes. Yep. Strength saving throws. That's right.
Click the word Arms of Hadar, so it'll roll, and it'll populate.
Does it need?
For the damage and stuff.
Just so we know you're safe.
I see.
It'll know
Okay.
you're safe and it'll roll the damage for you for what he has to do.
I see. Makes sense.
Fuck. This goblin's toast, because that's its whole elf.
Well,
Yeah, the tech priest is literally deleted the goblin.
Tell me what happens. So, what does this look like? Because you have to get kind of close to it to do this.
yeah, that's right. It's 10-foot radius. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think she steps forward in front of Crone. And suddenly she is far closer to the goblin than she was. Like it's like her step was longer than it should have been. And you see from behind, I suppose, the metal of her faceplate splits in half down the center line, and you can see the two halves, but you can't see what her face looks like. And then from within her robes, the dark tendrils of the arms of Hadar come out, and rip the goblin to shreds.
just fucking, yeah. And this goblin is fucking shrieking, and it's like shouting in common and like begging for mercy as you like fucking like quarter it.
And then the plates slide closed, and she turns back around, and the mask is as pristine as it was, and she continues onwards.
As you walk past the arm that is missing, one of your tendrils pulls the stolen candle up and places it back without you moving your arms or your head as you just walk past.
Yeah, that's sick as hell.
Okay.
Marvelous.
Crow, what are you thinking?
Crone is smiling. He is smiling as like he literally just mutters to himself, "Marvelous."
Oh fuck.
That's so cute.
You just
So cute.
fucking
Marvelous.
murdered this poor fucking goblin.
Hey.
I mean, they're
It's too bad it was
they're
poor.
bad neighbors, but they're our neighbors. Anyway, please continue.
Those,
Hey, he tried to rob us. Who the fuck
those
is?
who desecrate the home of the machine god will suffer the consequences.
Absolutely.
It is why I pointed out to you I did not want to damage any of the beauty around me.
Of course. And the voice is smiling, but the face is stoic.
Yeah, my new face is a fucking faceplate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you lead him into these alcoves. The doors are closed on them. Do you open one of them up to show him?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. What is? Because you're like opening the grave of one of the machine god's servants. Is there like ritual to this, or is it just very clinical? We open, we look at the corpse. What's it like?
I was thinking that it was clinical, but now that you mention ritual, perhaps there is a bit of that as well. I think she's muttering sacred words. She's muttering one of the 2048 names of God, as she unlocks and slowly turns the wheel that would open this cask, and then slides it across so that it is between the two of them.
Yeah. It's like a morgue shelf. It like slides out.
Yeah.
It slides out. Crone.
Mm-hmm.
Make a fucking wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
God,
I can't wait to fail again. Let's go. Oh,
That's
it's above 10. It's good for me.
It's
It's good.
respectable.
It's above 10.
Respectable.
Arguably the
You
best
really-
roll Crone has
You
had.
really like rolling those 14s.
Yeah, no, I've rolled
Yeah.
more successful saves in this game than I have the rest of the campaign.
Oh my god, Crone rolls so fucking bad.
I think,
It's
unironically, in the
ridiculous.
episodes we've had, I think I've probably succeeded like one per session.
That's so sad.
I think it's
It is
Lucky's
horrible.
fault. I think it's probably Lucky's fault then. 'Cause
Taking
Lucky's
all my
not
luck.
here.
It might be. She might be siphoning you of your power.
Mhm.
Taking my luck from me, stealing it, robbing me.
I mean,
So
Lucky
sad.
is like
That's not fair.
unironically the chaos god of luck. So
Very good.
makes sense.
Yeah, we also have the blood god and whatever the fuck I have.
Yeah. Well, speaking of gods,
I would have guessed.
Uh-oh.
so you are looking down at this body. We're gonna kind of do the bullet time thing as the voice in your head talks to you. You're looking down at this body, and it's a. You don't exactly know why there were like masculine and feminine versions of what you were, but there were. It's like a masculine looking one. It's a warrior. And it's just like you. It's been but not tampered with or changed. It's the flesh metal that made it up is replaced over time by like stone and sediment, even in these caskets. Stuff breaks down, stuff turns to stone. You're looking at a fossil of what you used to be. And beside you is the strange man in his Sunday best. And he looks over at you and he just says,
Bullet time, right? I can interact with them.
Yeah, you can interact.
Okay,
with
it's
him.
double checking. It's like,
Yeah, you can usually talk to him.
all right. It's like, it's kind of, it's bullet time. I guess I'm kind of a little glancing over at him a little with my eyes. I'm just like, what is this?
It's a corpse. Very old one at that.
Seems ominously familiar, does it not?
Now you know how humans feel when they see dead bodies.
I don't think their bodies generally have the same face, more or less.
Have you met Nolus?
That idiot's the exception.
I mean, it is unique. It's not like identical to you.
Yeah.
But you can see that you can see the similarities.
Because considering he's been tinkering with his own body.
I think it's unique beyond that. I think all of these were made by an artist's hand. I don't think anyone is identical.
Okay.
Very terracotta army vibes.
Yeah,
Like,
but
all
I
the
mean,
faces are so
made by
beautiful.
artists, but I guess like you can same style of art.
Yeah, you can see the similarities, certainly. I think he says, things die. Not
Did I?
everything gets to come back.
I'm a living fossil, am I not?
You are. And
Was it you?
No. I'm just here to make sure that everything is accounted for in the end.
Well,
Speaking of accounts, he reaches into like the breast pocket of his suit, and pulls out like a notebook. begins flipping pages through it, and he's holding a pen in his lips. He makes a small notation and closes the book and returns it and says, "Another one. I can't stay in chat for very long, but can you do me a favor for once?"
And that would be.
As an accountant, I would encourage Ebony to be careful who she gambles with. And then he holds out a hand to you and places a cube, and on its face, and on all 6 sides of it are like skulls with various expressions. And he just holds it out to you and says, "She'll know what it means."
I'll take it. However,
TikTok.
I would appreciate it if I could use your wisdom when needed in the future. For this favor, of course.
I'm always around, dead man. Yeah. Go talk to your worshiper. And he disappears, and we are out of bullet time. And you are holding the die with the skull faces.
Just kind of slides it into a little pocket / compartment, and looks back down at the body again. Kind of just like having his hand on the table, just but not touching. Just hand on the table, but not touching it. It's like it's uncanny.
Marvelous, isn't it? You have the same engineering flowing through you. I know not why you're here, but I do know it is auspicious that you are.
Unfortunately, I do not know why either, nor do I know why I am here. He just kind of gestures towards himself. His obviously fossilized body. It's taken much work much repair to stay in shape.
I could help you. I could help to rebuild you to be like them.
The works in this beautiful cathedral have given me some inspiration, some goal, some drive, some greater goal. I've tinkered, I've crafted, but all of this, it's majestic. I'm in awe. I'm inspired. I believe I know what I want to do.
Very well. Will you allow me to help you on this journey?
Yes, please. Teacher.
Excellent. And I think that she will be she's looking you over, I think. You said that there was how did you describe it, Rook? Like arcane energy flowing through and
Yeah, crackling. So where instead of being held together by the nanites, like most of the other machines work, living metal, he's held together by magic, by like he it's like someone took the shell of one of these machines and pumped it full of magic until it moved.
I see.
A very inelegant solution, but a solution. I don't think it's one you've dared try.
It is certainly one that I find interesting.
Moves countdown clock forward 1 tick.
I really think you forgot to mention one important thing, Rook, which I don't know. Are you retconning that, or are you keeping that, Rook?
Go ahead and what tell me what the thing is. I can't remember.
The fact that what kind of magic it is.
Oh yeah, it's fucking chaos magic. Like it's
Oh.
fucking.
Yeah.
He's been fucking pumped full of this shit.
Oh, and I was
he is-
freaking out about the freaking sword.
It's not a so it's different. Chaos does not mean bad.
Yeah.
Chaos does not mean bad. Chaos does not necessarily mean corruptible. I don't exactly. You're feel free to tell me what the machine cult's stance on chaos itself is. Chaos. So this sort of part of the things that's like implicit to the setting is chaos is kind of fucking everywhere. You would be hard pressed to find something that was not in some way influenced by chaos. But there's like good chaos. There's like natural entropy, and then there's like wanton chaos, which is like what the blood god would be.
I see.
Chaos for the sake of chaos.
I see. I understand.
And so this is sort of like I don't know if you could I don't do you have like an arcana skill?
Do I have an arcana skill?
Yes.
I do. Yep.
Okay. I mean, give me a roll with that because I want to see where you go with this.
Oh no.
69.
Hey, 69. She gets the bonus of 69, right?
Especially, I can't even see the roll. I have to refresh the browser again.
Man,
No.
There we go. 69.
Oh, that's
Yeah, everyone knows
bad. You rolled a
that
2 and a 5. Ouch.
Everyone knows that
man, touch
5e
the
roll, that when you roll a 6
Feels
and a
bad.
9.
Hey.
So forever ago, I donated $6.99 to Lucky Stream, and as my message, I just wrote "nice," and it still shows up every time she streams because it's like last donation 69.9,
Nice.
$6.99. Rook, nice.
If it ever gets removed, you know what to do.
Yeah. No. So I mean, even with that, like there are a lot of ways this could have happened. Like some stupid fucking wizard could have done this.
So what you're saying is I don't know how this happened, but I like still as part of the priesthood, I understand how we think of chaos.
Yes, you understand how we think of chaos. Like,
Yeah.
I
just don't know where this came from.
Yeah, chaos does not equal bad.
Yeah, it's
chaos,
just a thing. It's a tool, and some people use it poorly.
Yeah, it's like dynamite, right? Like it's. Sure. I mean, I feel like most of these machines, like most of the working machines, run on fuel that is derived from chaos magic because it's a resource. It's something that can be exploited.
Of course.
It's just like liquid entropy. But when someone like imbues chaos with malevolence, like malevolent chaos is a problem.
Okay.
I keep wanting to make plant analogies, but you aren't a plant person, and so they wouldn't.
That's totally fine. I can work with this. I understand. Entropy is one of my favorite legitimate actual subjects. So.
Oh God.
Yeah. Walk with me, I think she says. And we're going to make our way slowly back to the main hall.
While you're doing that, do you mind if I check in with Arlette for a moment?
Go for it.
She's just screaming in absolute agony.
Yeah.
No, did not last.
Yeah, yeah, well, because like I don't imagine this was a short walk for you guys. Like, I imagine you guys have been gone for like maybe an hour, and it's still going. Arlette, like, and this is like kept going, like, and there's like always more of it. It's like the nanites like have consumed most of your arm, and they're like crawling up your face and like crawling inside of your nose and your mouth and your like the space between your eyeballs and your eyelids to like get at stuff. And you can feel like you can feel the blood god's influence on you waning. You can feel that like bestial nature that he forced upon you in that battle, like being pulled away. But it's painful, and everything in you wants to fight back. What are you thinking? Where does your mind wander in this? I don't want to call it clarity. That this agonized.
Revelation.
Yeah, where does it like it? I imagine it's like I imagine it almost becomes like a runner's high at some point, right?
Yeah, it comes to the point where it's like the adrenaline kind of kicks back in, where it's like it's fighting the pain. So now it's just like it's the anime moment of this hurts so fucking bad. I'm going to beat this, and that's basically what she is doing too, because she's like
Mm-hmm.
holding on to it and like feeling that grit-ending pain, and there's like this manic grin to her face that's very clear, like just toughing through that pain. Where it's just like, I can make it through this.
I need you to
It
make.
isn't gonna be the thing that kills me.
Yeah, I need you to make a couple of saves for me, real quick. I would like.
Here come the nat ones.
I would like a Constitution saving throw first, and then I would like a Wisdom saving throw.
Wow, there you go. She had it all in here in the first roll. That's it. All in the first roll, and now I'm it.
Oh no.
Hit me with your best shot.
Second roll doesn't. There we go. Holy shit. Okay. It was just a long delay, but it showed up.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna hit me with your best shot.
Actually, I wasn't prepared for a 1 on this roll. Okay, hold on.
It's like shit.
Fire away.
Mother and daughter argument with the blood god. That's my first thing in my mind. You can't leave this house.
Question is, who's the wisdom saving throw from?
It is. It's gonna be funny.
So you can feel your body like trying to. Your body, like it's been going so long, your body's starting to try and reject this stuff, and you don't know if it's like the magic that's like suffused into you, the chaos, or if it's like your immune system fighting back, but it's losing, and it hurts like fuck. And I think you pass out. Like I think the pain becomes so intense as this like stuff like worms its way into your like skull that you black out. And you about to see some shit. You're like okay, do I give you the machine god or do I give you the other vision I had planned? Fuck it, we'll do both. It's fun.
The penalty from that one. Yeah,
So-
two gods arguing with you.
So you're standing in the shadow of a colossus, of the thing within which corpse you currently lay is standing above you on a battlefield as shells rain down, and as like horrible horned things with bat wings murder people in droves, murder Warforged, the like last hope of the world, in droves. The battle is failing. The machine, the Titan that was to defend you and give you space to fight, is failing. But it will be a glorious last stand. And you see this towering being, I think is the best way to describe him. This towering being with like massive black wings and like skin the color of like the skin the color of something that has been like boiled, is fighting the Gideon, and they are of the same size. And the machine warrior is lashing out and fighting with all of its guns and all of its might. And this horned demon takes its horrible clawed hand, and rips into the side of the Gideon and tears the gash with which you crawled inside. And the machine falls. It crumples. And all around it, other machines begin to fall as they lose their control, because the Gideon was commanding them, and they break. The last thing to fall are the Warforged, the machines that are meant to be the last hope, are the last to fall in the final battle. And all that's left is their bones. And you stand in the horrible oblivion of all of this as the world is consumed. What is Arlet's reaction to all of this?
I mean, there's a point of intrigue in what she's seeing, but also just a point of just utter fucking confusion.
Yeah, you don't have context for what you're seeing.
Mhm.
I mean, you've seen battle before, you've seen wars, you've seen the aftermath, but you've never felt a struggle for existence quite like this. You could feel the desperation in everyone, like mortal and machine. This was like the last stand, and they lost.
And that confuses her further. She feels a kinship to that, but if that were the case, then is what she's seeing the future or the past? And that's the fucking thing confusing the hell out of her.
Who knows?
There basically just be like a semblance of respect and kinship, almost like a fallen warrior sort of idea, where she kind of like down to a couple of them, almost give like a ritualistic grace in giant from her tribe.
Yeah, As you speak this blessing in the tongue of giants, you hear someone else behind you, a voice you have not heard in a very long time. You hear your father's voice, and he is repeating the same words. What do you do?
Does she have her equipment with her?
No.
Are there weapons on the ground?
It's just you. And a valley of bones, and a voice behind you mumbling quietly.
She would grab like a side bone.
I'm gonna go fight my fucking
And, like-
dad, guys. I'm tripping balls. I'm gonna fight my fucking dad. All right, yes. You grab like
Yeah, I mean,
you grab one of the you grab like a blade of like one of the fallen warriors, and you turn.
yeah, she just has it at the ready for like whatever the fuck is there.
You see your father towering over 5 bodies that have been covered in sheets. On them there's this beautiful winged symbol in like, it's like a blue and white field with a red bird, a red winged bird on each of these. They're flags. And you see your father in his armor look up at you and then look down at the bodies and sigh.
Don't sigh at me, you made him.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Don't sigh at me, you made him.
He sort of looks up at you quietly. He says, I made them. You're going to need to explain that to me, daughter.
Dead bodies on the ground. You looking all droopy face. Right.
Oh, I understand. And he lifts one of the sheets, and you see the face of the woman you killed, and she's missing an arm.
It was you?
No, it was you.
Or more accurate, the blade, or whatever the fuck thing it is.
The blood
It
god.
looks like you.
That looked like me when you touched the glass. He just sort of like motions to himself and says, Here I am. I was supposed to protect these people too.
Yeah, you're meant to do a lot of things, you know?
I know. I'm sorry, Arlette.
You be. No one knows my name.
Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure I understood what you just said. You will be that one knows my name.
When everyone knows my name.
He just sort of sighs and nods and says, "If you ever want to talk, you know how to find me."
No, I actually don't.
And then he motions to a necklace that he's wearing, and he pulls it up, and it's identical to yours. Your mother gave it to you. You know how it works.
I know how to call you. I don't know how to find you.
Well, if you call me, I can tell you where I am.
So I don't know right now do I?
He laughs. You are so much like your mother, aren't you? Be safe, Arlette. I hope to meet you in person someday.
It's just stark silence.
Vision fades. It is getting really late for me. I don't know if any of you all are on East Coast time, but I need my
Central
beauty sleep.
Standard, but that's still midnight.
Not sleeping at 4 in the morning. Jeez.
All right. Let's go ahead and wrap up for today. There was like no combat, and it was like all RP, and it was fun, which is great.
Ebony's gonna wake up from her diarrhea attack.
Oh God, Ebony. Hopefully you all have. Hopefully we can get Pycat back for next session.
I hope so too. I like
Might
it.
as well.
I mean, I think we got our hooks in her.
You
Which is a good thing.
you've typecasted me very well.
Weird science, Pycat. You know, because like Pycat is weird science and cute halflings.
Yeah, there is no in between.
There is no in between. Either one works.
Icy bird.
So let's go ahead and call this here. So thank you all for coming out. Normally I tell people to like shout their stuff out. But Des, you're the only one streaming.
True. That means we can't mass raid. I can just like single raid someone today.
We can single raid somebody today. Pycat, is there any causes pages or anything else that you would like to point people towards if they are interested in things you care about?
Don't follow me on Twitter. It's a cesspool.
I'll have to find it later.
Follow me on Instagram, I guess, at Pycat. Oh shit. I think there's an underscore. Oh no, I don't know this off the top of my head.
I can actually tell you because I do follow you on Instagram.
I think it is Pycat underscore 314.
We DM'd there once on Instagram, like,
is that so?
I believe 99 days ago, and I just DM'd so few people on Instagram.
Damn.
It's like next in line.
There is
from
an
my
underscore.
Wife. I see. I do not see an underscore.
Pycat underscore 314. I am looking at it right now.
It's her own fucking Twitter.
It's weird because to me it's displaying as Pycat 314 and there's no underscore.
Is it with the @ symbol or without the @ symbol?
What?
It's Instagram. Figure it out.
Oh wait, no, right. Yeah, I don't use Instagram. Never mind.
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out. This has been episode 8. We'll think of a creative title when I post this on YouTube. I will talk to you all later.
Alright.
Good night, everybody.
Have a
I
good
have
night.
a proposition though for I thought of something recently for ending the indie streams. What if this is a what if we rolled to raid? Think about it for a second. What if we all everyone who is in the game, it's like has someone on their Twitch. You just put it in, we just roll dice and decide who to raid. I think it sounds fun.
Okay, let's raid. Who's there's nobody on my raid. That's the issue. Is there's nobody on my raid list I actually want to send people to watch.
Fair
Well,
enough.
now.
I know
There's no one I follow. Like, there's not a lot of people I follow that I actually like desire to have other people watch. Because I know if they're watching this, they're probably not going to enjoy what the other people I'm watching play.
Okay, that's a
Definitely not gonna
better
enjoy any of the
statement.
people I send them to, but it would be funny to some people to them regardless.
Okay,
What are we thinking, boys?
let's
What do we
go
think?
go ahead and raid who the fuck is this?
You
Who
know.
the fuck is this?
Kill ASQULE. Go ahead and raid that person. I don't know who they are. I follow them. I don't remember
You
why.
say what now?
Is that the one with the witch hat?
Yeah, that's the chat.
There we go. Just do this real quick and wait. I don't think my stream can hear this. Right? Let me double check. Or can it?
Okay.
Find out here in a second.
Almost a year about.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
The last time you
It's
texted
weird.
me on Instagram was September of
Okay.
2 years ago.
Everyone from a stream. I don't know
Yeah,
this person.
nope.
I don't know what they do. We're about to find out. Send them love and affection and other shit. Make their day. Go do that.
Bye.
I'll give you guys a few
raid.
seconds to set up.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording now.
Alright, yeah.
As am I. Enjoy YouTube.
Oh,
Get ready to raid. There
oh
we
my
go.
God,
We
that
got